What's up? 我回来了. The stuff I say sometimes. I'm trying to wear different shirts because I noticed that I'm always wearing the same shirts. So I hope you guys like the different shirts. What's up guys and welcome back to Just in Time. Today I was going to talk about a webinar that I tuned in for and it was with Jay Shetty. And he was basically talking about how do we find our passions and how do we monetize it. So I don't know anything about monetizing it, so I'm not going to talk about that, but I really did like how he explained how do people find their passions and stuff like that. So something that he mentioned was that living your passion is now a necessity, and I found that really intriguing because he said, I think he was quoting somebody else and he said that you are probably going to fail at something you don't love anyway, so might as well try at something you do love. And this really stuck with me because the whole concept of like side hustles is a really big thing right now. So you can be working a job and you can do a side hustle like what I'm doing now, making videos, you can create art, you can bake, you can write, you can do so many things on the side of your normal day job. And that's what really stuck with me is like, even if I am working, I can be working, but I can also do something that I'm really passionate about to hopefully make that my entire life, in who knows, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. And when I thought about that, I really looked at the lives of people like Jordan Peterson, Ravi Zacharias, and these are people I really look up to, but I was like, when they started, I don't think they had this envision for their life. It's not like they started and like, I'm gonna be like on TV everywhere and they're gonna have channels worldwide, but I'm pretty sure that they started doing something that they were passionate about first, and then just kind of blossomed from there. And for me, I have failed and given up in channels that I tried out last time, but the thing is that I'm still really happy that those were the things that I gave up on, or those are the things that I failed in, because it kind of like contributed to my craft still. I kind of learned from what I was doing, I learned from the feedback I got, and from there I was able to make things better. So Jay also mentioned what is a passion, which is basically like your skill and your interest, where they intersect. And he said an interest with no skill is a hobby. So it's kind of like how I'm always interested in sports and I'm always interested in like martial arts and stuff, but I don't really have that great of a skill set. It's not like I can be in the NBA or even state level, so that becomes like a really good hobby of mine. And he said that a skill with no interest is a job. Because it's like boring to you. You're good at it, but 你没有那个心去做. And I can relate with that because like I am pretty good at a lot of things, not to blow my own horn, but the thing is that in all the aptitude tests I do, I always score really high in like everything. It's so hard to not feel arrogant when you say stuff like that. But the thing is that those people, like jack of all trades, like they're pretty okay or like above average in like everything they do. Then it becomes like, I can do everything, so I don't know what to do. And for me, I feel that can be our strength, but it can also be our like crippling weakness, because with so many things that are available to us, it's like, oh crap, which one do I pick? But for me, I'm grateful that I managed to like try out a few different things, like maybe selling or managing people or leading people or even writing, acting, all these things that I kind of like test water with all of them, and then I kind of hone down like, okay, what I may be better at and not so good at, and what I'm actually passionate about, what I actually like to do. So I really hope for you guys that if you're really good at a lot of things, that you won't let that hinder you and become an excuse or something, but definitely go and try out all those things. But coming back to the main topic, Jay was kind of like giving us like a flow of how finding your passion starts, and it goes like interest, passion, purpose. And it starts with the curiosity first, which again, like especially for people like us who maybe we're a bit better at more than one thing, we should be curious about, okay, what do I actually want to explore? What I want to expound on, because life is pretty long. Like you have a lot of time, and looking back, it's like, oh my gosh, like I feel like I wasted so many years of my high school when I could have been trying so many different things. But yeah. And he said that you don't need to know what's your passion to start, and I like kind of half agree with this, because I feel that inside of us, we all kind of know what we want to do, and we all kind of have this inkling, this urge to, okay, this is what I'm passionate about, or this is what I love to do. But it's more of honing that down as to whether that is going to be your hobby, or whether that's going to be like a lifelong thing that you're able to kind of craft into something. So I think for me, it's not so much of like you don't need to know your passion to start, but it's like which of these things becomes the main. Because I'm sure from when you were younger all the way until now, we have different interests and different hobbies. Maybe not so much like a national athlete, he kind of like maybe hone in on one thing at an early age, but for the vast majority of us, we may not have like singled out, okay, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And that thing changes because we as individuals change. Our character change, you know, our personality, not personality, our character is constantly being upgraded. So as that happens and as we have like more life experience, I'm sure our like directions will kind of like shift a little bit. But to close, ayo, my God, don't scare me, Sia. I thought I locked the door. But as a closing statement, this is an idea that he put forth that I really, really loved. He said, if you had 100 hours to invest in something that you're really good at, you're average at, and you're bad at, how would you allocate the time? And he says that most people will put maybe like 30, 30, 30, or like my answer was like 50, 30, 20. So 50 are what I'm really good at, 30 average, and like 20 what I'm bad at. And he was saying that actually successful people, they will put like 100, 0, 0, or like 80, 10, 10. Because you should be doubling down on what you're really, really good at. So make yourself the best at that craft. And this is my personal mantra, that as long as the thing that you're bad at isn't really hindering you or like pushing you backwards, then just kind of like leave it or just damage control lah. But you should be putting a lot of effort into the craft that you're really, really good at to continuously update and improve that skill. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys on that note. Do leave a comment as to like, what was your answer? Was it like 50, 30, 20 like mine, or were you already a successful person like 100, 0, 0? Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Do leave me a comment or a DM. Tell me what you guys want me to talk about next. I always appreciate hearing from you guys. So see you guys next time.